Welcome back to art class. Today we're going to finish our Dia de los Muertos sugar skulls. We're going to be using several different supplies today. When you get your artwork back, the first thing you're going to do is get a pair of scissors and start cutting out the more of a skull or head shape from your mask template. You can keep the aluminum underneath if that gives your mask more structure, or you can peel it out. I just kept my aluminum on. Now, you will need to rewrite your name. So underneath the inside, I would use a Sharpie, a black Sharpie, and also write your class secret code. The first thing you're going to want to do is do most of the black details of your sugar skull. I will have some different sugar skull designs up on the screen that you can see for reference, or you can just make up your own. There will also be these black paint dabbers that you can use for the negative space, the black space in the eyes and in the nose. You can also use any kind of paint dabbers that I have to also make dots for details. These sugar skulls would typically be made out of sugar, and they would use icing to decorate them. They would use really bright and vibrant colors, and they would also just draw on different patterns, different repetition. Usually these would also get the name of the loved ones on them. And then sometimes people even put their own name on them and place them on the altars. We're going to be adding in some tissue paper at the top part of this, so you don't really have to decorate above the eyebrow area, because that's where we're going to be adding tissue paper, so you could leave that blank today. You will also have a variety of different Sharpies at your desk. These work a little bit easier because you have a little bit more dexterity in your fingers when you're adding in all the detail and the pattern than with just holding a brush. So I am drawing on the details. These will lay more flat on your artwork, and the puff paint will look more 3D. So it's nice to have a variety of different materials for different texture, different color effects, different brightnesses, things like that. Think about a lot of repetition, so repeating some of the same things over and over again, patterns, things like that. Next, we're going to be moving on to the puff paint, and this is really fun because it actually is like three-dimensional paint. Now, these work really well in little dot forms, so if you're adding dots to your artwork, you can just gently squeeze it and it will make a perfect little dot. It also works well with adding some lines to your artwork. Think about using a variety of colors. You can add different dots and different lines on top of other details that you've already added. That might make some cool effects. When you're completely done with all of your color and all of your puff paint, you're going to make sure all of the lids are placed back onto the puff paint containers because they could dry out. And then you're going to carefully take your mask over to me. If it's easier on you, you don't have to take your messy mat with you. If you want to just carry your mask over to me, that will be easier, and I will be placing it on a big mat on the floor, and then there should be an exit ticket for you to do next to the free draw section.